Hello students, this is Abhijit Shah from SNCS. Today our topic is map reading from Geography class 6. The Earth is a unique planet. The third planet from the Sun, the Earth is the only place in the known universe confirmed to host life. So Earth have different characteristics, that's why Earth is called as a unique planet. And the third planet from the Sun, so it is situated as a third position because the first is carried by Mercury, next is Venus, and the next third one is Earth according to the distance from the Sun. And only in Earth there have a life. There have the life, and only Earth hosts the lives. To know more about its unique features, we need to study it. So, if we want to know about it broadly, then we need to study it. But it is so large that we cannot see the whole earth or its features at the same time. But there have so many features that we cannot complete it in a certain time. Hence, a spherical model of the earth called globe is used to study the various aspects of the earth, and man creates a earth-like structure which is called as globe. This is a picture of globe. A globe is simply a map printed onto a sphere which represents the earth. So globe is simply a map printed onto a sphere which is printed on a sphere like structure and represents the earth. It is the only accurate way of showing the three-dimensional model of the earth, and it is the only way, or it is the only process that we can show the earth structure as a three dimension. It represents the relative shapes and sizes of the continents, countries, and oceans. And here, all countries, all continents, and oceans are represented as a relative shape according to their size. Maps. What is maps? A map is representation of the earth or a portion of the earth drawn to a scale on a flat surface. And map means that this, it may be one portion of the earth or it will be whole world. So they are drawn on a flat surface. It is one of the visual aids of learning and an important tool of a geographer. And for the geographer and for the study in geography, these kinds of maps are very important for us. The art of making maps in very old. Claudius Ptolemy, the famous Roman geographer, drew the map of the world in 150 CE. So at first the map is drawn by Claudius Ptolemy in the time of 150 CE, and this technique of art of map is very old. The discovery of new lands and sea routes depicted through maps has helped in the development of the science of making maps. So discovery of new land and sea routes, they depicted through the maps. This science is called cartography, and this map making technology or process is called as cartography. And those are cartographers, they made the various kind of maps. In order to understand a map, one has to study map language. Learning the map language is called map reading. If we want to understand what is the map actually shows us, that's what we need to study about it, what they actually shows us. The art of map reading involves retranslation of the various symbols, shading, coloring, etc. For distributing any kind of things, we actually use various kind of symbols, shadings, or various kind of colors for the proper distribution. And for showing actual mountains, plains, rivers, roads, and settlements under study. Map reading also includes reading between the lines or drawing conclusions which we can interpretation of map. From a map we can interpret it and we can write some information regarding the maps, that what actually they shows. This is called as interpretation. Next is importance of maps. Today maps have become indispensable geographer as a telescope is to astronomy or a microscope is to biology. So this is very important for us, basically for the geographers, and they're important like a telescope for the astronomy, and this is like a microscope for the biology. The ability to read and use maps is essential for everyone in modern times. Maps are an essential part of modern communication, and this is one kind of communication tool. It is a useful tool not only for geographers but also to citizens worldwide. So it is not only for the geographers, this is very useful for every citizens. Maps have been used by explorers. So these maps are used by explorers, reference personnel, city architects, planners, weather forecasters, motorists, traders, tourists, scouts and guides. So all kinds of peoples, they use the maps for different purposes. Maps are also useful for students to gain knowledge of the world, and this is also useful for the students for gaining the knowledge. Nowadays maps are being used for GIS through computers, and nowadays we use these kinds of maps for our computerized map making, which is called as GIS, Geographical Information System. This is a application that we with the help of this application we can create the maps in computers from a printed map. The other substitutes of maps are satellite images and aerial photographs. These are one kind of maps, that satellite images, these are also maps. Aerial photographs which may help in visualization, but they cannot replace the maps which are based on actual survey. So they are also one kind of substitutes of maps, but these are not this much helpful like a maps. Next is disadvantages of maps. Maps through drawn on scale due to projections become narrow near the poles, and hence they show a distorted picture of continents and countries sometimes. All kinds of maps are drawn as a scale, as a respective scale, and as with the help of projection, because we need to protect all kinds of things, that the shape, their size, their direction, all kinds of things. That's why we use a definite scale and a definite projection for the distribution. Since a map is a two-dimensional representation of the earth's surface, it shows only a part of the globe on a flat surface, and the dissimilarity in between maps and globe is that globe is three-dimensional and map is two-dimensional, and it shows only a part of the globe, and maps only shows a part of the globe on a flat surface. Difference between sketch, plan and map. What is sketch? A sketch is different from map. It is just a rough drawing. So sketch means one kind of rough drawing. It is not drawn as per scale, and for the sketching we actually not use any kind of scale. It is used to give an idea of the location with the help of drawing an arrow to show direction. So this is one example of sketch of a township, that there have not any kind of scale is there, and we cannot use any kind of proper colors for the distribution. So this is one kind of rough drawing. Next is plan. A plan is a sketch for a building, school, church or a house. One can call it a blueprint. So it is one kind of blueprint or planning. It is, we can say that plan means planning, that for making a building or school, at first we plan for it. Okay, so this is called as plan. It is drawn on scale, giving an idea of a small area on a large scale with all necessary details. So if we want to make our home, at first we need to sketch, we need to take a planning for it, that where we need to distribute all kinds of things. So after that we need to start for making the home. Next is map. The word map has been taken from a Latin word mappa, which in classical Latin meant tablecloth or napkin. It indicates that the earlier map were drawn on cloth, napkin or the tree leaves. So why from where the term map is derived? That it is derived from the mappa. The meaning is tablecloth, because at first these kinds of maps are drawn on a tablecloth or on a tree leaves. That's what the name is like this map. That you can see that this is the map of major rivers. So in this map only the rivers are distributed. A map is a representation of the earth or a portion of the earth drawn to a scale on a flat surface. So if what is the definition, if the question is what is the definition of map, so you can write that a map is a representation of the earth or a portion of the earth drawn to a scale on a flat surface. We can always use satellite picture and aerial photographs, but we cannot compare them with a map in accuracy, as it is drawn to a scale. So already we told that the aerial photographs and satellite pictures, these are also substitute of maps, but they are not similar to a map. A map is one of the visual aids and gives a good amount of information at a glance. So in a short time we can memorize all kinds of things from a map as a visual way. So this is one kind of visual aids from which we can get all kinds of information or huge amount of information within a short time. It is also light in weight and is convenient to carry. So it is very handy in nature, and it serves as indispensable tool in the field of geography, and it is very important tools for the geographers.